Hi, my name is Derek Thomas, and I am a certified behavioral consultant. Here today to talk to you a little bit about personality profiling. You know, when I started this game, it was very interesting and beneficial to me. As a married guy, as a husband, as a father, it really helped me to understand a lot more about myself. A lot of times we go through life wanting to achieve greatness, but not really knowing the path to greatness. The path to greatness for me was in learning about myself. As I learned more about myself, I was then able to help the ones around me. First, my family, the ones connected closest to me, and then in the business situation, and then further out as my friends began to understand a little bit more about myself because I understood a little more about myself. But I also learned more about them. So let's talk a little bit about how we can help someone else to become great by learning personality profiling. There are 4 types of personalities that we want to look at. One is called the dominant. The dominant or dominant person is very direct. They're very direct in what they do. They're very direct in their attitude. They're very direct in their goal setting and goal getting. So that person is focused not only on people. People are kind of pushed to the side. That person is focused mostly on the goal. They will mow down a crowd to get to the goal. But we love that kind of person. That person is decisive. That person in a group will always be the one to say, let's figure out how to get that what done. Because the what is what's most important to them. The second one that we want to look at is the influencer. The influencer, they're the life of the party. We love influencers because they're funny. They sit on the edge of their seat. They may enter an elevator and never press the button because they're just enthralled by the fact that there's other people around them and they love people. They love conversation. Sometimes the conversation may overtake the focus, but they'll soon get back to it because they are also, even though they're an I, they're very close to that D and getting things done. They will get it done, but they will not mow the people down because they love people. We love influencers. We love influencers. Here's another one, the third one that we want to go over today. That is the S personality. Now, the S personality, I love S's too because S's are stable. S's don't want to move. S's have cemented their thoughts and their leg in the ground. The S's have said, I'm settled, I'm stable, and I'm not moving unless you can tell me how we're doing this, why we're doing this, and what is going to be achieved from our doing it. So, S's are very important because they're going to be a little bit slow to pull the trigger because they want to keep things stable. Not just peaceful, but stable. So they're not going to move too quick out of a situation because they want to make sure things are where they need to be first. Our last personality profile that we want to look at is the C. Now the C happens to be myself. I'm a very high C. High C. Analytical, compliant, wants to look at the history before we look at the future. Very important that we have C's in a group. Knowing who a C is and knowing that yourself, you're a C, will help you to understand that if someone's talking to me as a C, they're going to have to give me some details because I'm all about the details. Not the same details that maybe the D is concerned with because the D, on the other hand, is just detailing towards the end. I'm looking at, let's look at the history, let's look at what's happened before, and then we can determine what the outcome is going to be for our future. So that's the D. The thing that you should also know about the 4 personalities that we're looking at is that 2 of them are extroverts and 2 of those are introverts. The extroverts love to be with people. That's your D and that's your I. That's your dominant and that's your influencer. And then of course the introverts are the C and the S and the C. Good to know those 2 things because you don't want to keep an introvert out in the party too long because they're ready to get back and ready to get energized again. The D and the I, they will get out there and stay all night because they're extroverts. So, knowing this about yourself will first help to enrich your own self, because you will be a better person knowing who you are. Secondly, it'll help you to make somebody else great, because you'll be able to speak to people on their level, and they'll be able to understand themselves because you understand them just a little bit better. I hope this has helped you to understand how this can enrich your life. I look forward to speaking to you again.